Alright, and greetings again. It's been a couple of days. As had promised, nothing on Friday either. That worked quite well. Then yesterday just was a bit tired to play 9/11 operator when could have done so. So decided to start with the Hunter today again at a better time. And now we do already have the game started and all. So should be rather good also. And we see last time we had to try and find the wounded critter, couldn't find anything. In addition, there were some nice woofy wolves who tried to eat us altogether. So in that respect, the very cold landscape has proven to not be the easiest ever. Let's see what happens this time. Like, really, greetings, and let's see how it goes for us. So welcome, and let's get started here. So there we go, and let's try and continue the game. Apparently it's not very good time for immediate action. Observing the nice footprints, it actually simulates the snow pretty well. Alright, apparently it's not optimal time to continue. Yeah, it's like past 9, so let's get up at like, you think that night here is quite long, so let's try 8 and see how much like light we have by 8. Let's see. Alright, it's actually pretty good light by 8, so good time to start out. There we go. And let's see about the mission again. Alright, so there would be the harvest the wounded reindeer, that again. And there's also side mission for the guy with the nice fur hat. Timmy B, so probably Dimitri from Federal Echo Service. You have time for easy job. Harvest a musk deer. That shouldn't be very difficult. Let's see, can we again find the wounded reindeer? Which wasn't very lucky last time. Alright, so west. Because do not see the marker, see only the ones for the cabin and there's the quest area again, so let's set waypoint, for example, for the Eurasian links. Need zone, so that we, there we go, so now we know where to go with the waypoint helping. Alright, let's take the binoculars out. And let's see how well this works out. Would think that would have less problems with good light and everything. So finding the wounded. Ah, hello there, Briareos. Good to see you, and of course you also get a greeting. So welcome to the stream, and hopefully your May first vacation has been good this far. So let's keep moving and see about if we can now find the wounded reindeer which we looked for last time for a good while and had no luck whatsoever. Alright, and then we just walk across the river, fortunately well frozen, so that's not going to be the main problem. Alright, moose mating call. Some moose apparently looking for love in the right or wrong places. Alright, finally getting there. Let's see what tracks we have available here. Alright, brown bear. We are not looking for a bear, so alright, and we should be quite close to the west area, yes. Alright, wild boar.
The boar population is out of control right now. They eat up all the fungus and lichen in the area,
Again,
and
a
unlike most
moose.
animals, boars can be very aggressive. Harvesting them is in many ways a public service.
Yeah, the wild boar is not like the safest thing. You usually are supposed to carry even like a big caliber sidearm to make sure that the boar doesn't cause you major injuries, so it's not the easiest thing ever. Alright, we got into the waypoint and remove waypoint. Then we still wonder about like alright, we have some droppings here, also moose, so and we are after the wounded reindeer, which isn't like the easiest thing ever, apparently. Having tried this already the previous time, had absolutely no luck whatsoever, so Alright. Clearly it isn't considered easy by many other players either, because someone has written like checked whether there is anything useful to know about that, and especially somebody just writes that Beep Reindeer is trolling me, so clearly that isn't the easiest thing ever. Oh well, let's keep trying then. Like that's one of the better comments. Like this Beep Reindeer is trolling me, so clearly it's not the easiest thing ever. Alright, let's see like map wise the actual mission start point is, because do think that it would spawn again close to there, at least logically would seem most probable. Bear noises. Yeah, this one actually got once in the university asked to like write on bear noises. There was the one researcher had the idea that you could like develop an app so that if you encounter a bear, the app would decipher the bear vocalizations for you, which was maybe one of the more novel concepts, like in terms of phone and or application use, like a bear translator. Do not think that ever went further than the initial paper that was published on it, but was actually somewhat novel concept, at least to think, like bear translator application. At least slightly more believable than the application that one of the like the US universities advertised when the COVID crisis began. They had like kind of like they claimed they had an application that would like measure the coughing noise and then tell at 96% or such precision whether it's COVID or some other malady, which of course was other bollocks, one might even say, and it was never heard of again, so that was not the most successful application innovation ever, might claim. Kind of confused where the actual building is, where this thing starts from, because that would be most useful because it appeared close to that, and it's not shown on the map either. Because it places a lot of things about what we have discovered, but actually would like to find the temporary building again that began the mission, because to think that as our good man who we are missing would have tried to shoot the reindeer, it appears close to the building, so at least there are reindeer here. yes, this would be the place. Let's leave a waypoint here, because then we know where to actually find the annoying cabin. And then we should most probably take out the weapon and then move carefully, as last time we certainly didn't catch the first reindeer. That would be a moose, so not what we are looking for. Try to move carefully around here and see if we can catch the reindeer. Right, some reindeer droppings. That was it, so.
Blood. A day or two old already, and the reindeer hasn't died yet. It's suffering.
Yeah, we know well the reindeer is suffering, but alright, do not really want promotion. Lower than any competitor. Alright, at least the name of the thing is kind of. There we go. Alright, and let's keep moving. Can we find any trails related to that reindeer, as it's now the tracked animal, and we have been moving in the direction indicated and have not found any tracks, so that is somewhat worrying. Like, let's turn back and see. Were there any other tracks? So it would be in this direction. Let's see if we can find any purple tracks of what we would be tracking. still kind of unsure if we can this time either find it again. Alright, there are some tracks, so might be a bit more vertical course this time. And it's also still bleeding, unfortunately, so have to go through a lot of vegetation, so causing more noise. Now let's see if we can find more tracks. Alright, there are some. Keep moving. At least this time it's slightly more realistic. It's not like totally hopeless tracking. Alright, let's keep moving. At least to think we are quite in the right direction. Yes, let's see if we can find any further tracks again. Alright, there's something. Again, a blood trail. Most probably not going to shoot at the wild boar, though tempted, because would I shoot at the wild boar would also very probably very much start the infamous reindeer. At least we now have more or less a trail. then we again would need to find some tracks. We are quite far now from last tracks, so somewhat unsure if we are going to find anything here, but rather like move back a bit and see, as doesn't seem it has come this far. So let's keep moving and see if we can find more tracks by returning backwards a bit. Right, and we are coming up towards the same spot. I would have found the tracks, so alright, and here we are, so let's turn in the earlier direction and try again. So we need to be a bit more that way. Alright, here there was the blood trail, and to think that was the last, at least almost the last track we found, so trying to find the next one. This was pretty much where I lost the trail. Alright, here there's more. quite a few tracks, but nothing of interest it seems. And let's see if we can find anything further. I have to say that this mission isn't the easiest ever. Alright, there's something. So that was quite a bit of distance without any trails. Alright, and it has turned here, yes. This doesn't produce result in a while, most probably going to do another map for a while, because this is getting kind of long-winded chase. Let's see, we'll switch unless we have more luck drawing closer, going to then do another map for a while at least, as this is kind of right, there's more. It is better to look through the gun in this case, because you anyway, if you ever get close to it, you want to also take a shot as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, it can't tell much about the freshness of the... here we have droppings, and they are still very old. So this will be a long way, so we should probably run until we find a bit fresher stuff. As there's no harm in running at this point. Still very old. If we get to fresher droppings, then we should most probably sneak a bit more. He has it gone still this way, which would be a fair guess. Alright, there are some tracks. somewhere here. All right. So has gone across the river. Very old still. It has run quite the distance. Right, hard to say. Hard to say where they would be the next. There it is actually. Alright, there we again have something. Still very old. So it's kind of like experience indeed is kind of that reindeer is trolling me. Right, and should still be in the right direction. Again a bit far without finding any tracks, so would think that might be fair to do a different map soon again. Moment. There we go, fixing something a little, and we are good to continue. So let's change map for something a bit more interesting, as it will respawn again in the spot we now have the waypoint at. So let's check that clearly. So it's about mid, slightly lower. So best way to approach would be by the river and then climb up to the about midway here if the waypoint doesn't stay. And then let's exit the main menu and try another map, because that is kind of not the best mission design ever, because you have to get lucky. So let's do a different reserve for a while. Yukon Valley sounds nice. Let's do that for a moment, as not really feeling like trying to chase the wounded reindeer again and again on the taiga. Kind of unpleasant mission design, even if the game is mostly about exactly the kind of quite calm activity. So let's try a different map for now. quite majestic. Apparently some
Yukon Valley, Chichiko. From up here, you're able to see almost
proud.
the entire reserve.
Yeah, the subtitles also describe the tone of voice.
Spot to set the plane down. I'll pull up to the jetty and you can climb out. Now, good luck to you out there. Don't forget, I'm only a radio call away.
Alright, we landed by plane.
That you're the part of the puzzle that we've been missing out here. While I deal with paperwork and people, you're gonna be my eyes and ears on the ground. We're gonna be a strong team. I just know it.
Right. Then. Here we go.
Enjoy your time out in the reserve. Confident that someone of your ability will find their way around, no problem. I look forward to seeing the results of your hunts. Since you've just arrived, there's a couple of places nearby.
First go to the lookout tower again, like get a look at the area and see what is there.
If you climb to the top, you'll get a great view of the surrounding area.
At least this should again be a little bit more interactive than trying to chase the problematic reindeer again and again. So let's see.
Head to the outpost and make sure it's ready to receive visitors. I don't
Right, and there the
travel to first.
plane goes.
At both sites.
Caribou, right. Let's check the tower first.
Once you're up top, enjoy the view. These towers are used mostly for fire watch duties. But when I'm at the top of one,
Right, climb to the tower.
Put my feet up and enjoy the tranquility. I haven't had a chance to do that in a long time, though.
And still higher, this is only like a level in between. Alright, and now we are up to the lookout tower proper.
You at the top? Can you see the outpost from there? I normally do a routine check of an outpost after we've had visitors. All it takes is a forgotten half-eaten sandwich, and suddenly you have curious animals coming to investigate.
Yeah, bears are temperamental neighbors. That is certainly
You don't want them
true.
knocking on the door, asking to borrow some sugar.
And there would be the cabin, so let's get to the cabin next. Can't apparently quite jump over the fence. This is really safe because it has... Alright, and here do think we can get down a bit faster soon, like... There we go. Alright, there's only like tracks here.
Reindeer, or caribou as they're known in North America, have a long history as the backbone of native Alaskan society. The Gwich'in tribe
Right, let's make quick way to the cabin first so that we have that activated and then see about further
Not many
things.
non-natives get to hunt 'em.
Quick run to the cabin. So
Welcome to Loggers Point. 100 years ago or so, felled trees would be dragged down there. Then teams would strip them down and roll them into the river. Then they'd be bundled up and
alright,
hauled out to the
old school
sawmills.
forestry.
The outpost sits on top of the old workers' campsite. I know it might seem trivial, but can you take a look at the trash can and make sure that it's locked? It's a bear-proof trash can with a tricky catch. I don't want to take any chances.
Alright, and we have the outpost claimed. Please register. Hunt with caution, dangerous cliffs ahead. Ministry of Forests, right. Cooperatively managed for production of continuous forest crops. Please use caution when hunting. That's a good idea. And check that the trash is locked. No, it's not locked.
People often struggle to lock these heavy-duty trash cans. But if they
Yeah, it's
just
kind
a
of like
little
you will
bit
have
open,
trouble with bears
all
if
sorts
you
of
leave
trouble could come
plenty
sniffing
of
around.
food visible.
I think we got lucky this time. Thanks for taking care of that. Oh, one last thing. Before you move on, can you take a look at the firewood inside the cabin? Damn, this is bad news.
Alright,
Logs have
beetles.
all the signs of a beetle infestation. Let me see if I can check in with the hunters who must have cut the firewood. I have the number for their satellite phone in the log
Right.
somewhere.
That was kind of minimal trouble, like. Ooh, and
I
beetle
just found the
problems.
number. I knew I had it here somewhere. I'll give the hunters who stayed here a call and see what they have to say. I'll call you back in a moment after I've landed.
Fair enough, like, you of course do not want beetle infestation in your forest.
I'll keep trying.
Especially if it's like
There's an
advertised
outpost
for
in the forest to
forestry
your northwest.
or
If you
tree
follow the
farm
trail,
use.
you'll find it. I have a hunch that... Oh, phone's ringing. I'll call you back when I get some answers from these guys about where they cut the wood. Head to the forest outpost in the meantime. I'll bet that's where they were.
Right, and where do we need to head out? Yeah, it is, so let's see what direction we need to go there. 1.25 kilometers, alright, and it's on the other side, so we have to probably go round the lake. Do not think we can swim. Nope. So we have to go round a bit. Very nice scenery here. Right, here we can go through the slightly watery beach and keep moving. Right, some caribou. And still some way to go. Alright, there's something unknown, so let's check that out also. Right, it's like on the river. Alright, so there can be a hunting outpost built here. And keep moving. Harry, not sure if this game has any skunks. That would of course, as have also thought playfully, that would certainly bring some extra irony to the situation. Would think that some of the North American scenarios might actually have a skunk. Let's do as much as to check online whether it has any skunks. So we can know for sure. Apparently there's no skunk. Let's see. Nope, there are squirrels, but there are no skunks. So now we know. No skunks implemented. There are, for example, squirrels, but there are no skunks, so that would have been somewhat ironic, to agree. Very nice scenery also. And the caribou. And also grey wolf. We haven't seen any critters yet, though. So let's keep moving up the hill. Fortunately, our good hunter has infinite stamina.
For the majority of lost caribou herd in Yukon Valley, and their packs are growing every year. Out here in the wilderness, they don't have any reason to fear humans either. I'm hoping that a side effect of thinning out their numbers will be the introduction of a little doubt before they attack a human, at least.
Still some way to go. Quite a long distance for
I had a chat with
walking.
the hunters who chopped the logs you found at Loggers Point. Turns out that the cabin had been out of firewood, so they'd gone looking for a fallen tree to carve up. You are now in the same forest they were when they found our beetle-infested
Quite
tree.
kind of like non-huntery thing. Look for beetle infestation in the woods, but of course it's important also for the woods. But it's kind of amusing, like, yes, let's look for some beetle infested trees.
Hey, I see you're near the forest outpost. Once you get up there, take a look in the cabin. There should be a backpack with some supplies in it. When you find it, just grab the whole pack.
Nice looking cabin also. Very nice. Right, apparently the quest target, like the backpack we have to pick up, is inside the cabin. Right.
That's the one. Once you're done at the outpost, take a look in the surrounding forest.
Take a look in the surrounding forest. Can you find any fallen trees in the area? Alright, fortunately it shows this time what you have to find, and like look for any fallen trees, a lot like the infamous reindeer. You just have to try and find.
Okay, so once you find a fallen tree, I want you to take a look at its bark. Does it look healthy? If so, it's probably not the tree we're looking for.
So let's move and see if this tree would then
This
be
is
the
one.
right
Okay.
one.
In that pack, you should have a canister of paint and a nozzle attachment. Use them to paint a big pink X on the tree. And let's take a look around to make sure the beetles haven't started to spread. If you see a spruce in the immediate vicinity of the fallen tree, mark it. And our forestry team will come out and take care of it. If it's untouched,
Alright,
they
we
can just
mark
spray it with pesticides to protect it.
all the possibly
already
problematic
infested,
trees.
Then they'll cut it down and haul it away for burning. Great job. I hope we don't need to cut these trees down, but it's the small price to pay to contain the beetles. There we go. Another tree marked. This reminds me of my summer breaks when I was a kid.
Alright, did we still
He was a tree
need to
surgeon
mark
down in
more
Washington
trees?
State.
Do not think so.
I used to resent
Nicely
people
visible
making me go out
markings.
there and work while my friends played back home. Eventually, those trips also included hunting lessons, and that made them my favorite parts of the summer.
Alright, the stories are quite
I'll get in touch with the
woodsman-like.
They can investigate the area and cut down what they need to. I'll make sure that they also pick up the firewood at Loggers Point. Don't want to take any chances. Thanks for taking care of this. It's becoming a full-on phobia of mine that these beetles are going to destroy the forest here. We sprayed pesticides across the western edge of the forest, as a preventative measure earlier this month. But any new
All
chemicals
right,
in the air,
quite
soil,
the
or water
environmentalist.
make me uneasy.
And what would the next mission be then?
In the same bag that you found the paint, there should be some plastic sample containers. Could you bring them out to the musk? Sorry.
Musk,
wetland?
yeah, muskeg,
Muskeg
alright,
is the
and
word
then
we
we
use up
move
here in
in that
Alaska.
direction. Again, switch to the binoculars as we haven't seen anything recently.
You're going to be grabbing some samples out there. So one of our research teams can test the pesticides to make sure they aren't having any effect on the ecology. This was actually my wife Sandy's idea. She runs the Yukon Valley Nature Center, so she's working closely with a visiting research team. Welcome to Yukon Valley's wetlands. The last time I brought both of my daughters here to spot birds, they told me that all the bird spotting in the world wasn't worth the smell. Turned out that a bear had left a rotting moose carcass in the summer sun. I decided to spot birds somewhere else, just in case the bear came.
Alright, that would indeed be kind of
Watch
unpleasant.
your footing at the water's edge. It can be easy to slip and fall in. Just fill one of the containers you have with water. The pesticides we're using on the forest to prevent beetle infestation are effective, but I still have my doubts about the effects on other wildlife. The flats are one of our most biodiverse regions, so I can't risk introducing anything dangerous into the water or the food chain. Can you take some samples from the water beside the forest first? We sprayed a section of the forest western edge last month, so I want to know if anything has changed since then. Nicely done.
Alright, water sample
First time I was there,
collected.
I misjudged how stable the edge of a pond was and ended up with one leg knee-deep in the water. I was a rookie at the time, and luckily nobody saw it happen. Can you grab a second sample from a body of water slightly further away from the
And
forest?
keep moving. This is kind of less hunting and more of like environmental study. This far at least. And keep moving. Still do not think we have encountered much in terms of like anything to fire at this far. Right, let's also illuminate here a bit more as it's gotten a bit darker outside, so improved visibility. Alright, good, and let's then move again. And still some way to go. Quite a bit further from the forest, have to say. Even like alright, not much. Not much there. Also, of course, because this game has somewhat realistic distance. Alright, carcass. So we have had some bears nibbling at something here.
I instinctively checked my rifle was
Once we actually did shoot a bear in the starting level successfully, to remember. Alright, that's the second water sample.
Next up, I need you to find me some animal droppings in this region. The muskeg is a hotbed of animal activity, so you should find droppings quite easily.
And then we need some droppings, should be slightly up the hill where there were tracks and such. There should be also some droppings.
If the pesticides have drifted out to the flats, I want to know if it's making it into the food chain. It's been a month since we sprayed, so there's been plenty of time for the pesticides to get out here.
And this indeed is kind of less hunting and more environmental research. Interesting plot. Alright, there's even a road proper here. Couldn't be that hard actually. So let's keep looking. Alright, there we go. Should be. Yes.
That's what we're looking for. Perfect. Could you find a sample?
Alright, the different species also, so.
It's better to grab a larger sample size while you're already there in the field.
that again the moose, so it's indicating the track, yes. So we need droppings of different species still. Would again be only tracks apparently. Yep. Alright, drinking zone. Alright, that looks like it would be different dropping.
That should do it.
Yeah,
Now we'll be able
caribou.
to tell if anything larger than a fly is ingesting chemicals that we should be worried about. It's
Let's
hard
see
work
what
wading through the muskeg, huh?
comes next.
I have a spot where you can drop the samples off, and I can easily pick them up. Oh, I just remembered. I've been speaking with my wife about the work you've been doing, and she
Right,
mentioned
and
a few
more
tasks
tasks
that
will
you
be
have on your
available
plate,
then.
and I think you could help her with.
Soon it
I gave her your
seems.
number, so expect to hear from her. She's working on some very important studies at the moment. Hang on a second. I'm getting a call. Okay, I'm back. Slight change of plans. Before you drop off the samples, I need you to grab
And
a hat
again,
from
1
the
kilometer
outpost on the
walk.
western edge of the flat.
This guy is certainly making sure we keep it fit.
We have a
Like
bit of a situation
again,
out in the
let's
northwest
walk 1
corner of the
kilometer.
reserve, and you're perfectly placed to take care of it. It looks like storms have weakened the roots of the
Right,
tree,
tree
which
is
is
about to collapse on
onto
the
train
train
Let me know when
tracks,
you grab
so
the
we have
hatchet.
to get the hatchet. Very well. Some more forestry. And still about soon half a kilometer to go. Clearly, yeah, made sure that we stay fit. So more movement. And keep moving. Not much seen in terms of like animals this far. other than drags and droppings, but still a bit to go. At least we can cross this river. Nope, we actually drowned. Really? Where can we get across this thing? At least we didn't reset to the cabin. Alright, so we have to go here. Apparently our good hunter is not very good a swimmer. Let's see if we can cross here safely. Yes. Like really, if you can hunt, can't you get across that narrow stream? Fortunately, it at least starts again next to the body of water and not like reset altogether. Right, quite steep terrain coming up. And another river. And we have to again go a bit sideways to be able to cross that, it looks like. Yeah, there we go. That looks quite fancy, like on top of a hill with fence and everything. Looks pretty fancy, that place. Right, and climb by the side of the thing, it seems. And here we are. Another outpost we can also use in addition to getting the hatchet. There we go. It's good because you can also fast travel between the claimed outposts, so that helps a lot. And then we need to find the hatchet. As we know, this one also sleeps with the nail gun, but it seems that in this case, not the case. Yes, the hatchet. Good.
You got the hatchet? Great. I hope our visitors haven't been using it to open their beans. You're gonna need a nice sharp edge. It's small, but it should do the job. There's a lake just to the north of the flats. I'll be flying over it on my way home. If you drop that stuff off there, I can jump out, grab it, and get it to one of our ecological research teams today, instead of you having to walk around with a bag full of droppings and swamp water.
Alright, then we can drop off. Again, 1 kilometer away. Sure. Quick descent. Then let's see how the questing is positioned compared to the so we do not need to round the body of water. We can go side and then across. it would seem from the map. Right, there's also apparently a drinking zone here. Yes. Quite a bit so even. Certainly a good way to build up stamina, but fortunately the character in this game seems to have quite much infinite stamina. Never actually tires. Unlike in some games where you can run only for a bit and then tire out, but here you can actually run as long as you want. Yeah, it would be some way still. Alright, there's actually a caribou eating. Is that a hopeless shot like across the water? Looks a bit too far. Let's see. Not totally hopeless. Will just take a good while to get there, so let's check if we did hit that. Do suspect that possibly went a bit high, but we'll see. Right, still takes a little bit for this. Let's see if we can cross here. Yes. And after we have dropped the samples, let's at least try to check out the caribou. So let's drop a waypoint there so we get approximately to the correct position when going back. Alright, and let's keep moving in a moment short while again. And done, so let's keep moving. There we go. A bit of a climb. Alright, and keep on running. Alright, and this would be the other lake where our good Mr. Expert is willing to pick up the samples. Very nice scenery again. There we go, alright, there's a proper like right, there we go, the pack is in the box.
Fantastic. I'll be over that way as soon as I can. I really appreciate the assistance. Hunting for droppings and wading into swamp water might not be glamorous or exciting, but it's part of a massive effort.
We can
to
go and
regain the
check
balance of
whether
life
we
out here.
got
It makes a big
anything when we took the shot.
You ready to head out to the tracks? Just knowing that tree is hanging over the train track.
Yeah, the trees by the train tracks.
It's a little bit of a hike.
Let's check
but it's worth it
first.
to see the rail bridge. Let me know once you found the tree. With any luck, it won't take you long to clear it out of the way.
It's a bit of a hike, it's again only 1 kilometer, so actually, considering the ways he has made us go already, it's not much further. Alright, let's see first if we did catch anything. Alright, that would be tracks of the one we tried to hit. So it started running from here. And apparently was not bleeding, so as guessed the shot went a bit high, so that wasn't something that is currently a concern then, as we didn't hit. Right, and we are pretty much up and slightly above the usual 1.5 hours. Let's still take care of the railroad tracks for style to finish, and then we'll see who will leave you with the raid, and after that we will be doing car mechanic simulator 2015 tonight, so second game for the day. And of course, tomorrow we'll publish the schedule for the coming week. So 1 kilometer approximately to go for the railroad. Let's see. Right, and under 1 kilometer. So we have once seen something here, so we at least know that the game has spawned some animals also to the map, as at first was a bit suspicious. There certainly is. And still some way to go. And keep going. Still 500 meters to go. Quite a bit walk. Not much found either. Right, some caribou around.
Getting close to the tree that's threatening to fall onto the tracks. I'm guessing it was loosened in a recent storm. Yukon Valley tends to get a few lightning storms each summer, but we do a thorough job of preparing. So we only saw a couple of small fires that went out on their own. Some of my team are still recording the after effects of the storms. I've heard reports of huge trees with deep roots that are now at precarious angles and might need to be cut down. We're lucky to have such isolated incidents.
Right, landslides,
Others
that's
have
certainly
reported
already
landslides.
quite drastic.
I've only ever seen one landslide in person, and that was from the air. Even from up there, it was a
Right,
shocking display
drawing
of natural
closer.
force. It was all I could do to land the plane before the storm overtook me.
Alright, there's the railroad.
It's hard to tell what caused this tree to tip over. I guess the big question is how to do this properly. But I trust you to get the job done. I hope you can make do with a hatchet.
Alright, that doesn't look very good. Alright, it's that one. That looks even worse.
Great work out there. The train is behemoth. I honestly don't think a single tree would do more than dent it in a collision. But I'd rather not take the chance.
Right, and we took care of the tree.
Speaking of the train, it's due to pass by at any moment. I'd stay clear of the tracks if I were you. Keeping that railroad open is a big responsibility for us. Not only is it essential for a lot of trade out here, but the bridge brings tourists in from all over the place. I'd like a good picture of the bridge, one that we can put on our website. See if you can snap it while the train is passing over it. That'll look great. I used to come out to this corner of the reserve with my family. We'd spend long weekends camping, and I'd teach my youngest daughter, Kara, how to shoot. My older daughter, Deanna, was still an angry teenager.
Alright, let's check the controls. Which one operated the cameras? We need to take a picture.
Those trips are some of my favorite memories. It brought us all closer as a family. Being alone together.
Key
Talking
findings.
about my family vacations when I can't even remember the last time I had
Camera.
dinner with my wife.
B.
Her birthday was what? A month ago? I think I'm probably overdue to take her out somewhere nice.
There we go. Now we have the camera mode. There would be our photo spot.
That looks like a good spot to take the photo.
And then we need the train to think.
That's the shot we needed.
Right, that's the shot
It's
we
a shame we
needed.
couldn't catch it with the train on top, but it's still good. I'll send
I
this
wonder
picture
when
over
the
to Sandy.
train went.
Her team takes care of the Yukon Valley website.
At least didn't see it, so raise the barrier. Yeah.
Next up, head over to an outpost that we're replacing. Not too far from where you are just now. The cabin was lost in the Teton forest fire 2 years ago. And we're in the process of replacing it with a temporary
Remove
trailer.
the
Equipped with some more modern
waypoint.
facilities. Due to the level of damage that was sustained by this area of the reserve, it has attracted several researchers who would like to perform.
Right, and again 1 kilometer to the outpost. Let's still do that and then finish like really again 1 kilometer.
And in case you're unaware,
Yep.
Teton is a native word for wolf. The fire destroyed part of the forest, but the wolves are still out there. I'd make sure you keep your rifle
Alright,
loaded at all
wolves.
times while you're in
Certainly.
wolf country.
Let's take the
I look forward to
shotgun
your
out,
call
at
when you
least
find the
last
outpost.
time when I had trouble. Right, that's not the shotgun. Last time when I had trouble with the wolves, took out the shotgun and tried to more of scare them off. And then we keep walking. Lot of walking for sure. again on the other side of the lake, so we have to alright, let's take out the slightly alright, kind of late to get the shot. But at least we know there are more caribou here. And more caribou. Kind of reminded by caribous of one caribou fur who was like, hopefully the fandom can find a way to embrace NFTs, which was not probably the thing to get popularity for caribous or otherwise. So, yep. But every caribou probably the best reputation ever. There are some moving again. Clearly caribou country also, though they warned about the wolves. And still some way to go. Quite steep incline again. See if we can see anything of interest down here. Not really, no. And half a kilometer still to go. Alright, there's also a small caribou, so let's leave them to be. Do not exactly find it very ethical to make the small one lacking in parentage. Right, this is clearly a little bit. Alright. Here we could have a shot. Let's see if that worked out.
I saw the fires that tore through that forest, and I still struggle to accept just how quickly the landscape can transform into smoldering
Doesn't
ash.
look like we hit
Believe it or not,
any of them.
we got lucky. It could have been a lot worse. Maybe lucky isn't the right word. We lost too much.
So, finally making it to the west area.
This is the Basri Memorial Outpost. Or at least it will be, once you get it up and running.
Alright, and
Ranger Crawford has left the supplies that we need
raise
to
the
finish
flag
budget.
here.
He was gonna set it up himself, but his wife went into labor just as he got here, so he had to rush back to town. The workstations look like they're ready to go. If this trial goes well, we might see more researchers setting up camp across the reserve. For now, though, let's get things powered up. The supplies will include fuel for the generator.
Alright, there's a
Just stick a little
fuel
fuel
can.
in the generator and fire it up. And we're in business. Good. I'll let our researchers know they're welcome to visit when they're ready. Of course, you can sleep here
Alright,
and stuff
that's
and
done
survive,
for the
just like any other
outpost, so.
outpost.
And we also leveled up, so let's see about skills.
The outpost is just the first part of our restoration efforts. The supply should contain a couple of things that you're going to need for your next job. Planting new saplings. Take the bag of spruce saplings and the shovel, and let me mark a spot.
Alright, we have 2 skill points, so decreases your visibility in rainy weather. Let's get that, and probably also extra health helps.
But with any luck, a program of replanting will
This is
gradually bring
probably
life
even
back.
better, improved tracking,
I
so
hope
let's
to see
get
it
that
happen in my
done.
lifetime.
And then we have 1 perk point, so alright, we can still increase ready speed, so let's do that. And look like there's anything immediately visible to try a shot at, so most probably, yeah, we have been doing 2 hours, so let's finish here and have a break, and later on Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. So let's finish here for now. So thank you all for joining for some theHunter, a couple of hours even, and let's see who we will raid. So let's see who's doing what. Alright. Happy Wolf is playing Outward. Let's see what that looks like.
He's not there.
That guy. No, he's not. Oh well.
Alright, looks like some kind of 3D game. Let's go for that this time. Thank you for being here for theHunter, and see you later tonight, hopefully. There we go. And let's start the Great. Good. And we'll see you later tonight. Thank you once again for joining.